Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Caroline, thank you for being first. There are no prizes, but I um I admire you. Thank you so much for your persistence and dedication. Greatly appreciate it. Antoinette Kennedy, Vaughn, Heather Stroud, Patricia Smith, Helen Marmon, let's see. Diva. There we go. There's our slides already. Are you enjoying Polo, Helen Marmon? I am too. I watched the whole thing. Um, I'd started watching it late last night because, as I predicted, it did come on. I think someone said that around 3 a.m. Eastern time, if I think it was Polo, not Polo, Pedo said that earlier that she had got an alert from someone. But yeah, it was pretty exciting. It had the very classic ingredients of a great documentary, okay? Or in this case, a docuseries, but it had all those classic ingredients. And that's not a bad thing. That's a very good thing because there's a way to do these things. And I believe that the whole production was very, very professional. It was entertaining. It was very exciting. I found myself getting into the games as they were announcing it, the play by play and such. I was like, wow, I am getting into this, aren't I? Or should I say, ain't I? But however you slice it, it was excellent. Am I making enough noise? I don't think so. Hold on, let me jack this leg up. I need to elevate that leg. There we go. Okay. Having achieved that, I am very comfortable. There we go. All right, so let's get on with it, shall we? And I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Of course, I always say that, don't I? I'm going to make myself disappear. First of all, I am very proud of our executive producers. And that, of course, is Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This was fantastic. And if there is a second season, I will be there for it. I will be there for it. Also, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it and it's very important to you that you are surprised, I have to warn you that there will be the occasional comment from me, as well as the comments from the other squaddies about the show. So just be aware of that. I kind of think that mm, I don't think that it's going to. I don't. I don't. I don't know what we could say that would spoil it. But then again, I'm a bit partial since I've seen it already. So I don't know. Um, well, we'll see how it goes, but just bear in mind that, yeah. Just bear in mind it's going to be the occasional word or two. All right, now, again, the producers, Harry and Meghan. I love calling them the producers. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex production through their Archwell Productions, which is um, the same name. Well, not even the same name, but there's Archwell Foundation, which is, of course, their philanthropic side of business. And then there is the Archwell Production, which is the where they're going to produce film and content and such. One more time, executive producers. I love saying that. I'm so proud of them. Oh, let's see. Did it arrive today, perhaps? But yeah, I will get it. I will get it. It's not very close to me. So I usually go once a week, but yeah, I will for certain. As a matter of fact, I get alerts and they let me know when I have something. So I will as a matter of fact, I'll take a look right now. It only takes a second. But huh. So there is something there. Okay. But yeah, if it was delivered there, um, there's no chance that anything has been, stolen or something like that. So not to worry. Or did I get it already and just forget to say something? There's always that possibility. But please let me know in the comment if it arrived today. And I hope I don't miss that one because sometimes I don't see everything. But thank you so much for the very thoughtful and considerate gift, whatever it is. I'm excited. You know, I get excited. All right. And there we go. Town and Country, among other publications, are are writing about polo. Now that just seems like something that is very town and country, right? I mean, town and country. It's all about the merchant princes and the aristocrats and just about anybody who's got money. You live in the town and the country. So you have your townhouse and you have your country pile, and that's what they showcase. They comment on the lifestyle and the luxuries of town and city folk. So everything we need to know about Harry's Netflix Polo show. Wait, what about Meghan? Meghan is the other executive producer. Oh, today? Okay, very good. Thank you so much. I will make sure that I look for that. It came today. All right. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see here. In April, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle confirmed, that's the Duchess of Sussex, by the way, two new projects with Netflix, a cooking show hosted by Meghan and a docuseries about the world of professional polo. The polo show will be shot primarily at the U.S. Open Polo Championship in Wellington, Florida, at the USPA National Polo Center, per Sussex.com. Archwell Production, in partnership with Broadwalk Pictures, will provide viewers with un, unprecedented access to the world of professional polo, known primarily as this aesthetic and social scene. The series will pull the curtain back on the on the grit and passion of the sport, capturing players and all it takes to compete at the highest level. Now, let me just tell you this. There was definitely eye candy. Okay? There was definitely eye candy. As a matter of fact, even one of those hateful critics on the what do you call it? The one of those tabloid shows or whatever it is. Even one of those hateful critics was like, "Oh, the men, the men, the men." Well, yes, there was lots of eye candy that is, and whether you like them younger or older, they did seem to have something for everyone. So, if nothing else, if you are just very superficial, um, and you know, enjoy seeing some eye candy, like I said, some very gritty, rough and tough, rich eye candy, well, then they got something for you. And I have to say, the relationship between the families, meaning, of course, the friends, all of these, it's like a, a close knit community, right? There's a community of people, they all know each other. And then, of course, the relationship between the polo players and their wives or parents or siblings. That was, I'm telling you, it was just really wholesome to look at because they all seem like really nice people. Now, of course, I'm sure everybody has, you know, their troublemaker in the family and everything like that, but they seem like really nice people. Just and interesting, very interesting. Um, oh my goodness. And the old lady, the mother-in-law, they need to just make a series about the mother-in-law. Okay? If you know what I'm talking about, then let me know. The mother-in-law was a hoot and a half. I loved her. She was so, so funny. Um, yeah, ugh, I could have just, they really should have dedicated an entire episode to her and the way she spoke to her son-in-law. Oh, man. The way that she spoke to her son-in-law, it was just it was hilarious. So, again, spoiler alert, it won't take anything away from it that I'm saying this. I promise you it won't. Um, you know what? What is the hashtag for the let me take a look and see what the hashtag is for Polo because when we're sharing this and talking about it and stuff like that, when you comment, it would be very cool if you all included the Polo hashtag. Let me take a look and see what it is. Uh, Let me see. There was one squatty in particular. Everything she posted, I believe she used the right hashtag. I'm sorry, the proper hashtag. Let me see if she did that. Ah, yes, Polo on Netflix. That's the hashtag. You can just put Polo on Netflix. So whenever you share this, make sure you add Polo on Netflix. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. Polo on Netflix. Okay. Done that. Done that. Okay. I got it. Polo on Netflix. Now, I got to open up another screen so I can see what you all are seeing. That I forgot to do. There we go. And that. Okay. Beg pardon. Just needed to take care of that. Hello, Shirley Holland. Thank you so much for being here. I binge watched Polo. It was amazing. I learned so much about the sport and how much the love and care for the horses. Yes, yes, absolutely. Thank you for saying that. There was that too. Yeah, he called Willie the bald one, and not married to Meghan Markle. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yeah, the bald one and not married to Meghan Markle. Thank goodness. It is sexy, isn't it? I mean, it's like you start with the boots and work your way up. Yeah, they were not in there. Unfortunately, the two black gentlemen were not in there at all, and that was unfortunate because. But you know what? Theirs would probably. I think that they need their own thing because they could only touch upon it, and I don't think they would have done as much justice. So I would love for them to do something individual, or should I say, separate from those brothers, because there's a whole community. As when I shared it the other day, I showed you that one of the sisters, actually their sister, is also a polo player, and I want to say that photo of them, there had to be maybe, oh gosh, I think it was like maybe 8, 10, 12 people in that photo. So, how many days ago was that? Do you know? Because I would love to share that with everyone again. If I could remember which day that was, it would be very helpful. Um, oh my goodness, was it November the 30th, perhaps? Uh, nope, it was not the 30th. But yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed talking about them. But yeah, if you could help me out with that, then I will go and find the slides and share it with everyone. Ah, yes, when she was speaking Spanish, that was very cool. Okay. Uh, okay, okay. Let me see. Check pass Tuesday? Is that what you're saying? Check the pass Tuesday? What day was that? Tuesday last week. I'm gonna guess that was December 2nd. It seemed like it was longer ago, a lot longer than that. Oh, I don't remember, but it seemed like it was much longer than last Tuesday. Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It was December 2nd. Wow, thank you. That was fast. Okay, let me find it and I'll show everyone what we were just discussing. Let me see. Go to number 37. Okay. Ha, there we go. The brothers, literally and figuratively brothers, ethnically brothers. Um, these are the two that were photographed. I actually just shared that photo yesterday. There was a photo of them with Nacho, and I believe they got some type of scholarship or something like that. Thank you, Antoinette Kennedy. There you go. And from what I hear, they are very good. And I also believe that they model as well as promote the sport amongst African Americans. And they really need their own thing. Damar and Kareem Roser, right? They need their own thing. And if you're listening over in Montecito, where there are two of the hottest executive producers, and also there are no leaks in Montecito. If you're listening, we need you all to make a documentary about them. Polo isn't just a brand, of course, it is a sport with a rich history of its own, one that has earned it the nickname the Sport of Kings. That I still don't know what that word is. What is it? Sobriquet? Blah. Doesn't just refer to the regal majesty of the game and those who play it. It also suggests the often prohibitive cost of participation. Work to Ride is a program that is doing something about that, making polo accessible to kids in two of Philadelphia's poorest neighborhoods through an innovative program that includes tutoring, scholarship, and volunteer opportunities, along with the chance to ride and care for horses. Ralph Lauren has supported the program through grants. So that's the one we're talking about. And also to show you what I was speaking of, let me. Oh, see, there they are right there. They're on the cover of Middleburg Life. Uh, all right, and you know what? I don't see the image, but there was a group shot. I know it was of the brothers and oh gosh, I'm so sorry I don't see it. But there was a group shot. But anyway, I know maybe I didn't share that image, but it was them and a few other people um, that also play the sport. So yeah, there you go. So anyway, if you want to hear more about that, go to the December 2nd Royal Sussex and you can read more about them, or you can just look them up. Damar and Kareem Roser. There's a lot of stuff on the web about them, but yeah, I would love to see something with the two of them. Why am I hitting that bell? Okay, let me get back over to today. Uh, yeah, you know what? And it's 5 episodes, and it goes by really quick. I started last night with 1.5 episode, and then I finished this afternoon. Um, and of course, I almost screamed when I saw that on the screen. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Yeah!" Check it out. Meghan Markle speaks fluent Spanish in candid Netflix Polo moment with Prince Harry. So, of course, they mentioned that in the docu-series, and it took People Magazine to make an entire article about it. I ain't mad, but they did. They made an entire article about that. It says the Duchess of Sussex practiced her Spanish on the sidelines of the Royal Salute Polo Challenge and cracked a joke about Harry's Spanish skills. So, um, yeah, she made a little funny remark about that. Now, you guys, here I just have to prepare you. Harry and Meghan was not on there for a long time. I'm not going to tell you how limited it was because I want you to watch it, but they were not on there a long time. It was about the families of the sport. It was not about Harry and Meghan. Nacho also made an appearance, but it was not about him either. 90 minutes each? It couldn't have been. Was it? Why does it seem like it wasn't that long? Are you serious? It didn't seem like that to me. 90 minutes each? Okay. Didn't seem that long, but all right. I'm trying to wrap my brain around that right now. 90 minutes each? Shut the front door. It certainly didn't seem like it. Oh, well. I'll take your word for it. Okay, let's continue. Let me see here. There we go. Variety. Also, they covered it in Variety. Prince Harry and Meghan's Netflix series Polo aims to break down the stereotypes of the sport is for exclusively the rich and famous. Well, it is not just for the rich and famous. As you just noticed with this one right here, where I was saying that this article tells you that it's not only for the rich and the famous, but they're trying to get more people involved in the sport because it really is a great sport. It really is. It's very intense. I mean, you got those horses going, what, 35 miles an hour coming at you? I thought it was more like 45 minutes. It says here, spoiler alert, this article contains spoilers from Polo. I told you. Now streaming on Netflix. Prince Harry and Meghan's latest effort for Netflix is Polo's five-part docuseries following the sports United States Open, which took place in Wellington, Florida earlier this year and is co-produced by their um, company. Yeah, their production company, Proco, production company, Archwell. While the Duke and Duchess of Sussex hardly feature in the series, barring an episode that focused on the charity polo game for Harry's nonprofit Centibale, there is plenty of drama thanks to a showdown between polo icon Adolfo Cambias, Cambia, Cambia, Cambas, that name, and his son Poroto. It sounded different when they said it. Team owner Bob something else suffering a life-changing accident mid-play and baby shower that goes very, very wrong. I love the baby shower, by the way. I don't know why, but I really love the baby shower. You see, this docu-series, it featured a storyline about life and someone nearly losing their life, right? And so, young and old, infant and pensioners, they were all there. So yeah, I've it felt very complete like that. Although I have to say, if those two brothers were in it, it would have been that much more. But again, I think they need their own docu series. And the U.S. Polo Association, they are very excited about the docu series, and so they tweeted today. Um, let's see. It says scenes from the latest Netflix show everyone is talking about. Follow the road to the 2024 U.S. Open Polo Championship through the eyes of the players and the new sports series Polo, out now on Netflix. Now, let me show you a couple of little sneak peek photos. There you go. This is Capiasso. This is the one that he's like the Michael Jordan. He's like the Michael Jordan of polo. Unbeatable. Unbeatable. You just, even though he's aging rapidly, you can barely lay a glove on him. Well, that is, a little boxing metaphor. You can barely lay a glove on him, and that was very interesting. And you'll notice he has the Argentinian flag on his helmet. Yeah, he's tough. He's tough. He's had a stellar career, and I believe they referred to him as the goat. And of course, they did mention oh no, this the baby shower? No, this was I think they were selecting the teams. I think that's when they were selecting the teams. And of course, Timmy Duda. His father owns a company that ship horses all over the world. Um, and because of his business of shipping horses, he got into the you know polo, especially the apple of his eye, his son. He wants his son to represent their family and everything. So that was pretty cool. And he seems like a really nice kid. Um, and I have to say, they did give us a bit of an eye candy moment with him. It was just so unnecessary, but greatly appreciated. If you have been trying to get buffed, it will definitely make you up your game. As a matter of fact, if you used to be buffed, it's a great way of saying the way we were. But yeah, they gave us some unnecessary but greatly appreciated eye candy. And again, the baby shower. Um, they were very they're a very sweet couple. I forget what their names are, but they were a very sweet couple. I didn't mind them so much. Oh yeah, no worries, Antoinette. To be honest with you, I wasn't sure. I was like, I didn't think it was that long, but yeah, I wasn't sure. It's the only reason why I doubted it is because I know that it went by really fast. Within a few hours, I had completed watching the rest of it. I didn't finish last night, but it's okay. And of course, again, the producers. Now, I'm going to take you back down memory lane for just a moment, if you don't mind. Now, the Daily Mail, as much as they seem to have it in for Harry and Meghan, I went back to last April and I found some photos from that visit to Wellington. And you all probably remember most of these photos. This is what they used to, you know, highlight the story on Daily Mail. Lights, camera, action. There we go. Now, this, of course, is that moment. You know, when I look at this photo, I think of the theme music that the Duchess of Advocacy plays. You know that da 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 da. Oh man, what an entrance! What an entrance! Do you all remember that that outfit was streaming for an entire week? That outfit, I'm sorry, not streaming, but trending for the entire week. They just went on and on and on about that outfit, about how glamorous they were, what an entrance they made. This was not as bad as the red dress, um, in that, you know, they wouldn't stop talking about it and trying to find criticisms. But they talked about everything like why is she wearing heels on the grass, and oh my goodness, it just went way too far. But needless to say, our Duchess did not disappoint. They come up in there like rock stars. And then, of course, yes, Harry did play. And remember, that part of it was a fundraiser. It wasn't for a championship, it was a fundraiser. And Harry is quite competitive. I mean, if he wanted to be a professional polo player, he'd have no problem. If that was, well, you know, it might be a little late for him now, but one of the things that they've often said about Harry in comparison to his brother, they say that his brother kind of plays like a, oh, I forgot the word that they used, where he doesn't really play to win. He plays for just the fundraiser. Harry is there to win. Harry is there to win. He is very, very competitive. So there's no doubt about it that Harry does want to raise the funds for the charity, which, by the way, I think this event raised $1 million. But he is also there to kick your butt if he gets the opportunity. He's going to take you down. And of course, there was Meghan on the stage. Remember, Angela Latrine said that Meghan elbowed the lady from Center Ballet. Remember that? That was the occasion where Angela Levin accused Meghan of, and she didn't, she wouldn't let her stand by Harry, and she just got between, and she took her elbow and she went uh, and she tried to knock her down or whatever she was saying. It was so crazy. But yeah, she said that Meghan was trying to um no, she said that Meghan took her elbow and elbowed the woman for trying to get too close to Harry or something like that. It was crazy. And then, of course, after that, she quickly applied some lipstick. Yep. After that, she had to go and apply some more of that garish red lipstick, because when you're making up stuff, it just kind of makes your mouth dry. So she had to go and put some more on there. Yeah. Kind of scary, isn't it? Anti ways. Anti ways. Um, what else did I? Okay. And then these are some scenes from Harry and Nacho when they were interacting with the camera crew. If you recall that last April when they well, that was toward the end of the filming for the Polo season. They were interacting with each other and the family crew and everything. I'm sorry, the camera crews, the production people, and um, and of course they all seemed to know each other, which was refreshing. But now that I've watched the docu series, I feel like I have a better handle on the conversations that were happening. We could see them interacting and everything, but we had no clue what they were talking about. And there she is. There's our girl looking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now that's Hollywood. That is truly Hollywood. Very glamorous. Very, very glamorous. Beautiful. Now, of course, there were derangers that got really jealous because Kate was still out of commission. And of course she would be there. She's the Princess of Wales. Meghan is just Harry's wife, nothing to do with Centabale, where the other players' wives there I'm sorry, were the other players' wives there presenting the trophy? No, they were not. This is done for profit for Netflix. There is no competition. The thing is, this barely, and I do mean barely, and when I say barely, this was barely part of the thing. They almost just, well, I don't want to say how much, but it was not a lot. It was not a lot. Um, if you had gone to the bathroom and come back, you would have missed most of the part about Centabale. It was not about Centabale. It was not about Harry and Meghan. It was the players and their families. And of course, one of the squaddies said, "Did you question Kate too?" Yeah. So they were jealous. They were jealous because Kate was doing whatever she was doing since Christmas. And as Meghan said back in December, or when was it, December or was it November? When she went to that Vanity Fair thing, she said there was a lot coming up for 2024. I wish I could talk about it, but all of this was in the works, you guys. All of this was in the works. And those so called royal experts that think they have so much information about the Sussexes, they knew nothing about this until the camera showed up. They knew nothing about Colombia, Nigeria, nothing. They knew, unless there was an announcement saying the Sussex would be there, they knew nothing about it. And even then, when they made the announcements, even though it had been in the works for months with their staff who does not like them, right? They had no clue about any of the monumental things that were coming up in 2024. Yes, yes, thank you. They were the paps. They were behind the bushes, trying to read lips and all that kind of stuff. It was embarrassing. All they had was like a big long range view of what was happening because security would not let them on the grounds. And they're so critical about the Sussexes, but I was just looking at something where they were saying that when William went to South Africa, none of the local journalists were allowed to speak to him. As a matter of fact, when the royals go anywhere, they don't allow the local journalists to speak to them. They just don't allow it. They allow them to come along during the engagements, but they're not allowed to ask questions. Also, as we found out when Charles went to Kenya, they weren't even allowed to travel on the same bus. They could not be integrated with the Royal Rota. They could not eat the same food as the Royal Rota. They were treated like second class citizens in their own country. Second class citizens. So much for Commonwealth. Not very common, is it? And remember these gorgeous images from April. Don't forget they had that dinner where I believe Nacho gave a speech, right? And I think Harry gave a speech. But anyway, they had like some kind of Ballet dinner, and that's where Meghan wore that black dress, and we still don't know anything about it because there was no image of her standing up with it or anything like that. But yeah, there was that as well. Aw, you're leaving. You're not feeling well. Is that what I'm hearing here? I'm sorry to hear that. And all right. So that 1940s decaying ventriloquist dummy, Andrew Pierce and company, they seem to have a thing or two to say about it. So let me get my sound bite going. Someone described him as a decaying 1940s ventriloquist dummy. And yeah, he is just that. A 1940s a decaying, you got to remember decaying. A decaying 1940s ventriloquist dummy or just dummy.
Kisses and all the rest of it. And of course, very good.
So there's a big gap in this because, of course, polo is the favourite sport of Prince William, who, of course, isn't appearing in the documentary because he's not speaking to his brother. I mean, you can't do a polo documentary, frankly, by Prince Harry if you don't include the British royal family in it because they've been playing polo for decades.
Agreed with you, Andrew. That's it. There is no mention whatsoever, and it's almost like Harry's just erased how he got into the game in this. So that's very interesting as well. He's focusing it solely on playing polo, where he is now in the United States, and also when he plays for the charity over in Africa. So it's across that, but it's like he's just eliminated that past.
Yeah.
History.
They're very good at that, aren't they? Curating their past.
Yeah.
Sarah Louise Robertson.
They're so sexy men.
I noticed. Royal reporter there, Sarah.
So that was misleading in so many ways. That how can you talk about polo and not mention the royal family? It was not about the royal family. It was not about Prince Harry, and it certainly had nothing to do with William. There was no place for any of that. There was no place for any of that. There was no place for Harry to talk about his history of polo. There was no place for it. They only spoke about the fact that the season was disrupted by a charity fundraiser. And I don't mean to say in a negative way disrupted, but paused. That's what I should say. The polo season was paused in the name of the Centabale fundraiser. And then the season continued. That's it. It had nothing to do with Harry and polo. They only mentioned that Harry was playing in the fundraiser. They only mentioned that Nacho was playing in the fundraiser, but they did not discuss the evolution of Harry's place in polo. And she knows that, and she's being deliberately misleading. So I'm going to play that for you again and let you hear it for yourself.
Kisses and all the rest of it.
But of course, so there's a big gap in this because, of course, polo is the favourite sport of Prince William, who, of course, isn't appearing in the documentary because he's not speaking to his brother. I mean, you can't do a polo documentary, frankly, by Prince Harry if you don't include the British royal family in it because they've been playing polo for decades.
Agreed with you, Andrew. That's it. There is no mention whatsoever, and it's almost like Harry's just erased how he got into the game in this. So that's very interesting as well. He's focusing it solely on playing polo where he is now in the United States, and also when he plays for the charity over.
Okay, I had enough of her. And then the other one chimes in. They're very good at curating their history. And Camilla and Charles are not good at curating their history. William is not good at making up a history. These are the same people that try to somehow explain the value and worth of two of the laziest people that has ever drawn a breath, William and Kate. They try to explain how Camilla, the adulteress, was meant to be queen. The fact that she literally had to do it over somebody else's, for lack of a better word, dead body. Um, all of those things, I would say that's some curating of their own. They've curated a hell of a lot of stuff themselves. But I'm only demonstrating to you the response of the tabloid media. They are making up things. In spite of all of the glowing reviews that they have received, and of course, the lady in blue, even she herself had to say, "Oh, the men, the men." But they'd rather lie to try to downplay what a great documentary this was, or docuseries. They'd rather lie than to just tell the truth. Hi, Deborah. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, the Sussexes, they are enjoying that reported $100 million contract with Netflix. There was even one who said, "Oh, but the Netflix people are very disappointed because they thought Harry and Meghan were going to be more prominent in the docuseries." If you're looking for something like the Harry and Meghan docuseries, you're going to be disappointed. No, you're not, because you're not looking for that. It's about polo. Meghan doesn't play polo. Harry only does the occasional fundraiser. This is about all of the grit, all of the challenges of polo. That's it. It has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. They are kind of like a backstory, a backdrop that's part of the entire fabric. And as Ted Saranto said, we make TV for the people, not the critics. Hello. We make TV for people, not critics. Boss of the streaming giant says Prices will keep on rising while it tries to cater to all tastes, and he has no regret about the controversial hit Baby Reindeer. So, you guys, there's a lot of people that have criticized Netflix, and some of those criticisms may be valid. However, I think I've had my account for, I don't know, maybe since 2011 or something like that. And it has not been interrupted at all. And one of the things that made me keep my account was Harry and Meghan getting that big fat contract. That sold me immediately. He also frighteningly well connected, coolly name dropped the likes of Kevin Costner, a very good friend of mine, and Meghan Markle. I've been out with a lot of famous people before. The way people react to Meghan is otherworldly. Ari Emanuel, the Hollywood super agent and chief executive of the entertainment giant Endeavor, says whether it's be executives in the industry or the talent, he has great relationships at every level. Incredible, actually, why he's outgoing. He's constantly curious about what's going on out there. So this is a very intelligent man. He's very business savvy, has a great eye for the details. He took a chance by signing up the Sussexes with the Netflix streaming giant, and it has been a win-win. And as someone said a long time ago, the fact that they signed up the likes of the Obamas and the Sussexes and others is because they did not want someone else to grab them. They did that for a reason, and the same goes for Spotify. They did that for a reason. It brings a lot of attention to their product. And as we know, there were millions of new paid subscribers when Archetypes ran. Not just subscribers, not the free subscribers, but Spotify received millions of new paid subscribers. And I'm very certain that that more than paid for whatever was in their contract. So, to the derangers, go to hell. Queen Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, plans to attend royal family Christmas for the first time ever after hell of 2 years. What is the hell of 2 years? 2 years of what? What hell have they been through? I'd like to know that. Well, that was an article in People, and some people that there was only 7 responses to this article. It came out December the 8th, and there was only 7 comments. Disgusting. Not only crown the mistress, but now to cater to her big mouth family. I told you that man had a big mouth. Zero sympathy for this lazy woman. And Dee says, her son is welcome, but Harry and family get no invitation. Shameful. Hale says, oh, look, Camilla close to completing her mission of replacing Diana's sons. Oh my God. Do you know that gave me my life? And lastly, right, shameful. So that was just 4 of the 7 comments, just 4 of them. On his visit to the 1st Battalion Mercian Regiment, Prince William found this portrait of him by Carson Highway 10 amusing and put in his pocket, presumably to show his family. So Carson, that's a weird name, Carson Highway, 10 years old. William found that portrait of himself amusing. The thing is, any image of William I find pretty much amusing. Some of the grimaces and facial tics that he has is enough to take me to another world. Some of those weird tics and spasms, grimaces, and you know what I mean? He has so many of those facial tics. Um, when is he not humorous or amusing? But yeah, that's William. That is how they view William, with the ratty beard and that half-eaten donut hairline, and of course those eyes. And of course, I'm not saying he's an alcoholic, but like any alcoholic, see how the face is all red? Not the top of his head, but the face is all red. That's a sign of alcoholism. Um, what do they call it? Rosacea? That is a sign of rosacea. That happens to people when they drink a lot. They kind of thin their blood out a lot with alcohol. And Uh, no, I see the beard. Don't you see the beard? Look at it. Look. You could just see it. It's kind of coming out the side of his face there on one side. See on the right side there? There's the ratty beard there. I'm pretty sure that's it. They need a child psychologist to take a look at this and to see. And look at the child that he's speaking to right there. That little boy looks terrified. He looks absolutely terrified. What is it? There they go again. Why does AARP send me an email every day at the same time? Every day. Every day. Anyway, but yeah, that kid sees something that the average observer cannot see. That kid is downwind from that somewhat ratty, grotesque face. I wonder if this is what that kid sees. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if that's what he's seeing. If it is, I really feel for that child. No parent sends their child out of the house uh, with the knowledge that they're going to be face to face with something as grotesque and monstrous as William appears these days. There's no way to prepare a child for that. I mean, you hope and you pray that they don't encounter such, and yet it happens. So, or maybe this is what that child was up against. You think so? I mean, it's enough to make Kate's shoulders go up. Yeah, I need to do something because they will not leave me alone. They will not leave me alone with all I gotta go and block all the updates. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to block those updates. Yeah, I gotta do something because they won't leave me alone. Um Now, right here it says joining a wonderful Christmas lunch and festive activities with the Mercian Regiment and their families. Oh, that kid finally figured it out. You see what he's doing? He's just not looking directly at William. He's looking off to the side. Now that's smart. Look off to the side and you don't have to deal with all that. Where's Kate? I wonder how come Kate is not with him. Do you mean to tell me that she's having some kind of relapse that she cannot be there? Oh yeah, that character that all the children are afraid of, Slender Man. Thank you, Legs. That's who that is. It's Slender Man. And why is he standing like that? What is going on with his posture? Yeah, he's leaning back. Oh, has he been out to the pubs lately? I'm not Harry's father. I'm William, Harry's brother, right? I'm not Harry's father. I'm William, Harry's brother. No, really, I'm Harry's brother. I'm not his dad. No, his dad wears the cherry lip gloss. I'm not his dad. Speaking of daddies, somebody might be looking for one soon. Um, our hot accused, guys, it did not take long. You know that, don't you? It did not take long at all. You know, I always say every time something happens, somebody's uncle is out there selling them t-shirts. Somebody's uncle hits the street with a big bundle of t-shirts and starts selling them. Now, this, of course, I created this photo myself using iPhoto, which is like Photoshop. However, it won't be long before the real thing hits a street near you, especially during whatever trial. Somebody's Uncle Ray Ray or Junebug or Maine, those kind of names. They're going to be out there selling those free Luigi t-shirts and Lucy's. They're going to be selling Lucy's and t-shirts, socks. They sell socks. And of course, they be having the washcloths, the little face rags. They sell those. What else they be selling? Oils. They sell the oils. So pretty soon, not only will you be able to get some new gym socks or some Lucy's, loose squares, and whatever else it is that you shop from Bruh Man out on the street, but very soon you're going to be able to get those free Luigi t-shirts. And I think this one is helpful because not only do you get a chance to try to help him by reminding people that that he's been locked up, it also comes with his inmate number in case you want to put something on his books. But I think that's only for New Jersey because he's fighting extradition. So just so you know, that's his inmate number 7,787. Now, is that for the year? Or is that since they've been taken prisoners? Maybe that's the number for that county or town or whatever. But yeah, Luigi is joining the ranks of the hot and incarcerated. And of course, if you go online and you look up free Luigi t-shirts, you will find that people are selling them already. These, I didn't make these up. These are actually the real thing. There's Luigi Mangione. That one says free him. There's a free Luigi tote bag, the free Luigi hat, and even the face mask. So these are online now. I didn't see the GoFundMe. I didn't see any GoFundMe, but they were saying today that there seems to be an estrangement from his family, that people have been worried about him. I saw the Luigi lookalike. It looks like he got in the car with his mom, and she was like, "Take that hood and that coat off." Now, Allison Hammond. Let me see. Is this how we end it tonight? Yeah, there's this and then Tyler Perry. So Allison Hammond, I don't know if you guys know this, but check it out. Allison Hammond's weight loss secret, how this morning star lost 11 stones without turning to Ozempic, inspired by her mother's dying wish. Well, I can tell you how she was able to do it, and you all probably know how she did it. I got the numbers right there. I have her number. Do you see her numbers right there? Do you guys know what those numbers are? That's how she lost her weight. That's not her measurements. That's how she lost her weights. That is the formula to her weight loss. I give you guys a second to figure it out. How did she lose 11 stones? What is that? 120 pounds or something like that? How much is 11 stones? A stone is 10 pounds or 20 pounds. Anyway, anybody figured out yet? Nobody, huh? 11 stones is 154 pounds. My goodness. Wow. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. TNO, it's exactly as you said. That is her age and her boyfriend's age. That is how you lose 54 pounds, 11 stones. You just find someone 22 years your junior. That's how you do it. A 6'10" Russian masseuse and model, by the way, a 6'10" tall. At least I guess is it? Yeah, I was going to say something crude, but I'm I was going to say something crude, like the time when Mae West asked the Cowboy, said, "How tall are you?" He said, 6'7", ma'am. Yeah, well, that's enough about the 6 foot. Let's talk about the 7. But yeah, anyway, um, that's how she did it. That's how she did it. And you could do it too. She asked for Monsieur one day. She solicited his services. And when he came over to help relieve her of that tension that she had, all of a sudden she woke up and she was 154 pounds lighter. So, yeah, that's all the Ozempic you need. A 6'10" Russian monsieur. One and done. So, anyway, that is how Allison Hammond lost her weight. And one of the reasons why I am happy for her is because of her kind words about Harry not so long ago, if you all recall. Let me see here. Where is it at? Okay. Now, you know what? I found it so easy when I wasn't looking for it. Now that I'm looking for it, I cannot find it. Well, I was going to share the video with you. Now I don't see it. Oh, okay. Never mind. I got it. There we go. I was just looking in the wrong place.
Harry is a living legend. He was in the royal family and he married a mixed race woman. He's a living legend to me. Yeah, but not I want him to win this award. Yeah, I know you mean. To me, Harry is a living legend. He was in the royal family and he married a mixed race woman. He's a living legend to me. Yeah, but not I want him to win this award.
Yeah. You know the one sitting on the end with the glasses. Actually, no, I think it's the one with well, both of them, all of them probably. All of them got something to say about Harry and that Living Legend Award. Remember that? Allison said he is a legend as far as she's concerned. He is a living legend to me. Now, speaking of living legends, we are going to close with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. Critics' Choice Award. They posted this. We are thrilled to honor actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry with the Icon Award at the 7th Annual Celebration of Black Cinema and Television on December 9th, 2024. On the heels of directing Netflix's highly anticipated 6888, Tyler Perry has helmed 24 featured films, 20 stage plays. Wow, that's a lot. 17 television shows and 2 New York Times best-selling books, in addition to establishing Tyler Perry Studios' home base in Atlanta. A former Confederate Army base is owned by a Black man in America. You just cannot beat that. Now, Tyler Perry gave a speech, and it was very interesting that he said that he didn't prepare anything because he's said there's a lot going on right now. So I'll let you figure that out for yourself what that means.
Speech, but this is a different time. I'm going through a few things, but I want to say thank you to the Critics' Choice Association. At 55 years old, I'm sitting in a place of just wonder and amazement at what God has done in my life. And it's been nothing but the grace of God that has brought me this far. Nothing else could have done it. It is so easy to divide us. That means it is so easy to conquer us. If we can take our collective power and stand together, you won't be sitting around hearing stuff about Oscar so white, because you would have created a table not only for you, but for everybody else. So that's what I've been trying to do in Atlanta, create a table for all of us. So as we ride these waves of life, as we look to all the wonderful, beautiful, incredible things that are in front of us, it is my hope that we grab somebody by the hand that we love, that a stranger that we may not even know, and take them higher with us, okay? God bless you for this. Thank you so much.
All right. There you have it. Well, thank you so much. Love you guys, as always. Thank you to the moderators for keeping this a very safe space. And also, if you're interested in sending a Christmas card or anything for that matter, something that I may have to take down to my friend at the down at the urgent care and have it x-rayed, just in case. There is the business address for Royal Sussex, 1440 West Taylor Street. And that, of course, is in Chicago, Illinois, 60607. Make sure you include the post office box or mailbox, which is hashtag 523. So that's the address right there. Go ahead and pause it if you need to write it down. Otherwise, we are done for today. Thank you all so much. And thank you, as always, for watching Royal Sussex. By the way, I'm going to take a look at just a couple of your comments before I go. Okay. Boo Boo Romero, thank you so much. Thank you, Joy Amore. Oh, you know what? I just realized Elaine Parker hasn't been here. I hope she's okay. And Church Nellie, I don't know if she was on earlier today, but I hope she's okay. Yeah, Tyler Perry said he did not prepare a speech. Okay, anybody else? All right. Are you talking about the Russian guy? It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. I wouldn't even care if I were her. She's enjoying herself. And what is that they say? Time only takes, it doesn't ever really give you anything. So I'm happy for her. Thank you, Ingrid Sowers, and thank you for being a member. Yeah, I think she's been in the hospital, right? I think she's been in the hospital. But the thing is, hospital or not, long as she's checking in with us, then we know she's at least able to be a part of the community. Hopefully she's healing and getting better. But it's just good to know, that she's at least watching and maybe throw in one of her occasional zingers. Thank you, Cherry Hill. Oh, and by the way, I did check the thing. There is a package at the mailbox, so I will get that later this week. Okay, thank you all very much. And with that, I am going to say good night, God bless, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And of course, for the co-producers, executive producers, thank you, Patty Askew. Good night, everyone.